If you have an electric vehicle and a driveway like this, then you're absolutely going to want to have a dedicated home charger to charge up that car. I wanted to make a video about the installation, so I contacted Electric Ireland, who have agreed to put the charger in so that I can make a video and let you guys know everything you need to know about that. And that's working out for me because you get a big company like that with the reputation, the history, and they're also going to install a Zappy charger. A great thing about this service was that we didn't have to have someone sent out for a survey on the house. And the reason is that you simply just make a video call with a mobile phone where the engineer or the electrician, whoever it is, can have a look at the fuse board and what you're going to need outside the house. Now, the cost for something like this is typically going to be in and around €1,200, although that might fluctuate over time. That includes the SEAI grant, but bear in mind that depending on where you're putting that charger, there might be extra costs for cabling. In this case here, my house, it would have been cheaper to put the unit over on this side because just inside the front door, you've got your fuse box over there. You run your cables down and possibly plant the charger just here with the isolation switch around the corner. But I didn't fancy all those thick cables running around the outside of the wall, so I've decided to go over here directly beside the power that comes into the house, get the unit on the wall just around the corner. Now, the guys installing here are telling me that typically that's going to cost you, give or take €200 to €300 extra to do that. But for me, that's worth it because I want to keep that aesthetic of the house. Before the work started, the guys used this Fluke multifunction tester just to make sure that all the wiring was okay and also check the insulation at the main part around the corner. So around the side of the house, the guys have fitted an IP-rated consumer unit, so power has been diverted in here as well, and there's various different isolator switches. Now for the EV charger, we're going to have an isolator switch around just here somewhere, and then the unit beside it. So you can see the amount of safety checks that went on before the install, the various different isolator switches, all the different equipment that they have here, just to make sure that everything is done safely. And that's what you want to do. You want to pick someone, in this case today, I've gone with Electric Ireland, that's really going to make sure that this thing is done properly and safely. Because in my opinion, there's better ways to try and scrimp and save on a few quid, make sure all this stuff works. So today's video was about the installation, really, safely, the costs involved, and how you're going to choose a supplier or an installer to put this in. And this is just part one, because we will have a second and definitely a third video as well about the unit itself, why we went for a Zappy, the different types that you could go for, tethered, untethered, and so on. And then another video after that going through the costs, how much it's going to cost to charge that car, nighttime rates, and so on. And really get into the detail for you guys on what you need to know about installing a car charger at home.